Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Imagine Dignity podcast. So, Teren's here. Right now, I am in the West End, and I'm talking to my friend. What's your name, bro?
Quinton.
Quinton?
Walker. Yeah,
Quinton Walker. You know what stood out to me about you, bro?
What?
When I walked up to you just to have a conversation, the first thing you said to me is that you were out here and you were trying to change your mind. Why did you say that?
Because I was talking to an older person that was older than me, and he was letting me know. I spoke. I gave a thought of what was in my mind, and as I gave that thought, he told me I need to change my way of thinking.
Why would he tell you that?
Because it was a negative thought.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, you need to change your way of thinking because you ain't gonna get nowhere.
Yeah. It also seemed like you have journeyed through some things, and you're young too. How old are you?
25. Literally.
You're 25?
25.
You just turned 25?
No, I'll be 26 this like in a few more months, October.
For real?
2 more months, literally.
What have you lived through?
A lot.
Like what?
Trauma. Like one time, like I got hit off a bike, so I had to go through the hospital with that. And it's like I couldn't breathe for real. Like I really couldn't breathe.
Did you break any bones?
No, I ain't. That's the crazy part. I ain't break no bones. I basically just scarred myself. And I scarred myself right here. I had a head injury right here because I ain't have on a helmet.
Oh, wow.
And the lady, she did it to us. It wasn't me. It wasn't our fault. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
She failed to yield, so it went that way. I was on her windshield, ended up on the ground, and that's all I knew. I ain't know nothing else. Like literally.
You woke up in the hospital?
Yes, woke up in the hospital. When I woke up, my friend was right there who was on the bike with me. His nose was broken. But ever since then, I've been straight though. I've been straight.
That's good, man.
Trying to get right with life. That's it. Still learning.
Yeah.
Understanding it.
Yeah, and you seem like you were telling me earlier that you went through some situations where you were in jail, and while you were in jail, you were thinking about your kids and how much you wanted to change. What about your children is making you want to change?
Like just basically being around them every day. Being able to just see both of them smiling at me. Like when I come through, like I can be like right now, once I leave here and I walk home and go home and get in the house, my son and my daughter are gonna be smiling at me like.
Oh wow.
And it's just so amazing because
what does that do
like,
for you on the inside?
It make me want to be a better person than what I am now. Even though I'm doing good, I'm doing what I can. It just make me want to be better for them.
Oh, wow.
Change their environment. Don't have to grow up where I grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up on the west side of Atlanta, Simpson Road. You know, 1177.
Was it hard over there?
It was hard, but it's like, I ain't gonna say it's hard because it's what you put out to get back.
Yeah.
So it's not hard. It's just you gotta be able to.
You feel like you had to overcome a lot of obstacles?
That's it. That's all. Like
it's a lot of poverty, though.
It's a lot of poverty. I just pay no attention to it.
Bro, the thing that I'm noticing more and more about you is that like you really have a heart and you have this desire where you want to get yourself on the right path. And brother, you're still young enough to do that. Like, you know, I'm grateful to have met you.
Me too.
But you got to commit to that, you know. There was a time in my life, I was a high school dropout when I was 19 years old. I slept in parks in this city. I experienced homelessness as a teenager. And last year, I recently finished my Ph.D. I went from high school dropout to a doctorate. I was in and out of juvenile detention centers. My mom was, you know, so worried about me. I was in gangs when I was a teenager, put out of middle school, I mean the whole nine, and God changed my life, bro. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I know how hard it is to get yourself into a place where you are dealing with the circumstances of your environment, but you have this heart to want to change. Bro, I had made up in my mind so much that I wasn't going to succumb to the friendships, the relationships, the things that I had gone through, that I was going to do whatever it took for me to overcome. And I committed myself, and I did, bro. I became a father, husband, committed community member, giving back to the community and all that, man. I feel that same spirit in you, and it was random strangers, bro, that came into my life that started talking to me about my future and like not going back. But it's almost like you got to burn the bridge behind you, bro.
And that's
you feel
crazy
me?
because,
you know what I'm saying? So you know where you come from and you know how it shaped you, but you're not allowing the trauma to define you no more.
Exactly. And what's crazy, I have random strangers coming up to me telling me about my future too.
Yeah.
Like literally, I was at 5 Point one day, I was on the phone, I said something about a Glock. Like I said something about a gun, it was a Glock. I was telling this person who I was on the phone with, like, nigga need to buy this and buy that. So the man, it was an older guy. Like it's always them. Like I sure it's always them. So he came by, he was like, oh, you got a gun as hell? I'm like, nah, we was just talking about the gun, that's it.
Yeah.
And boom, he slapped, tell me, he like, look, bro, God just told me that you don't supposed to be right here. You don't supposed to be down here.
Yeah.
He's saying that you supposed to be up there. Like, he not saying in the IRS sky.
Yeah.
He's saying I'm supposed to be on another level. I don't even supposed to be down here, like where I'm at right now. So I'm like, that gave me the chills.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what this supposed to mean? And then it's all like, I'm downtown again. I had somebody pray for me. I didn't even tell them to pray for me.
Yeah.
Like, they came up. It was a group. Like, they just strangers. Like, can we pray for you? God just sent us over here.
Oh, wow.
I be thinking like, man, how God send you over here to me? But then again, as me being older, as me getting older and getting an understanding of everything that I've been going through and stuff like that, I feel that, and I believe that God sent people my way to talk to me and give me another way of thinking. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I really believe in that.
Yeah.
And that's the reason that I've been going through the little calling in life. But we all go through that. We all go through it. Like you just said, you went through yours.
I went through it, bro.
A matter of time, and it's just up to you to want to change and commit to it.
Yeah.
So
let me ask you something, man. What would you want people to know about someone who may grow up with hardships and grow up in hard environments? What would you want people to know?
It gets hard, but you're gonna get through it.
Yeah, how do you get through it?
Just me, personally, I just learned how to block it out. Like I learned that at a younger age though, like how to block it out listening to my brothers. Like, and I got older brothers, and my brother, we both the same sign. I'm a Libra, so I like to balance my life. Like literally, I don't even go off what they say. It's just the way I move. I feel like that's what I'm got going on. I really like to balance my life. So it's like only thing you gotta really do, me, is just blocking it out. I was talking to people, like really listening to what people tell you, like. And when you engage in that, it'll give you a spirit to where you'll block that away. Like you'll try to focus on this and block that out, because get what? I grew up doing wrong, but get what? I didn't do wrong for so long. That's the whole thing.
And you're changing your life, which is a great thing. Brother, what do you need most right now?
How can I say it? I don't even know. I don't even think I need anything the most right now, because God got everything for me right now. It's just
like right now in this moment, you told me not too long ago you were hungry.
Oh yeah, I'm not no more right now. I'm not like.
Why you not hungry no more?
I just feel good. At first,
you feel full.
Yeah, like when I was telling you, I ain't even tell you, I didn't even go to church today. I was supposed to went to church today, but I didn't go because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, feeling some type of way. And
like discouraged.
Yeah, feeling like I really feeling like that. And I told my baby mama and I ain't even going.
Yeah.
And I been out here.
So this feel like church for you right now?
Yeah, like like I should have went, but
Yeah.
it's like it was something telling me not to go, probably to be right here, like
Oh,
not
wow.
knowing for real on some like real talk. Because before I came down here, I was just talking to a man at the train station. I was telling him I didn't go to church, and he was saying like, "Look, bro, you still could have went."
Yeah.
He saying, cause I told him I ain't go because I was feeling some type of way. Like
Yeah.
I got mad. I didn't want to take it to church and be doing all this in church. But he was like the Bible say, like they say, come as you are.
That's right.
He said if you would have came as you are, going to church, you would have left out different.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's
damn,
amazing, man.
that's
So
crazy.
like this morning I had no clue who I interviewed. This is actually a podcast called the Imagine Dignity Podcast, and I'm doing this to give people a chance to just speak, man, and be themselves and talk about things. Had no clue that you were gonna be saying things like you feel full
Yeah, man.
and you feel encouraged.
That's crazy.
But guess what though, bro? I'm still gonna get you and your family some food today.
I appreciate that for real.
No, for sure. You would say one of your dreams is to become a motivational speaker.
Yes, that's what it
And
is,
to keep
motivation.
going in the right direction because you've seen people around you succumb to the environment.
Exactly.
And I appreciate you sharing, man.
I seen people change. I seen God change people's lives.
Yeah. Hey, Terrence here. Right now, I am in the West End, and I don't know, I guess I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I had 2 conversations today that were really, I don't know, heartfelt. They impacted me deeply. I got to talk to a young man by the name of Quinton. And Quinton, I believe so much in this young guy. He has a powerful story, and he just had so much to say about himself, what he's gone through, what he's overcome, but like what he wants to become and do with his life. Man, this interview impacted me because Quinton reminded me a lot of myself when I was trying to overcome a lot of challenges when I was around his age and even younger. He talked to me from like losing his friends, people who are younger than him, to just like being a father and how his children actually motivates him to want to be positive, but also the struggles of poverty and how much it discourages him sometimes and how hard it is just to even get out of bed. The one thing that stood out to me about Quinton though is he had like this immense faith that although he was going through struggles, like he has this incredible faith and determination to want to overcome his circumstances. I'm excited about both of these interviews, but mostly this young man named Quinton, who is just showing so much promise. I believe in his potential. He talked to me about how he wants to become a motivational speaker one day, and we're gonna do everything that we can to help him reach his dreams. Imagine Dignity Podcast is a podcast that is about giving people space to process, to speak, to share their voices in ways that poverty and homelessness does not afford them to.